What's going on, everybody? RJ Ochoa here from SB Nation's bloggingtheboys.com. Hope all is well wherever you are. We hope you're happy, safe, healthy, and that 2024 is treating you right in the early days of the new year. I haven't messed up once yet when writing the date. Congratulations to me. We actually are here today in the latest video on the Blogging the Boys YouTube channel. Make sure you do subscribe to congratulate 7 specific people. Shout out, of course, to Micah Geller, 777. The Pro Bowl rosters have been announced for the 2023 NFL season. Let's go ahead and get to the players on the Dallas Cowboys who were named to the NFC side. The Dallas Cowboys have 7 Pro Bowlers, as mentioned, as you can see on your screen there. They have 3 offensive players: quarterback Dak Prescott, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, obviously guard extraordinaire Zack Martin making his 9th Pro Bowl appearance. The Cowboys have 2 defensive players: Micah Parsons, who's been a Pro Bowler every single year of his career so far, not exactly a shock at this moment in time. DaRon Bland, first-time Pro Bowler, one of 2 Cowboys who are going to their first Pro Bowl this season. The other, of course, Brandon Aubrey, the extraordinary place kicker who the Cowboys discovered, who at the time of this video has yet to miss a field goal in his entire NFL career. He is a perfect 35 of 35, simply unheard of for Brandon Aubrey. Congratulations to him. He's not the only specialist. The Cowboys are sending multiple people on every side of the ball. Punter Brian Anger is headed to his 2nd Pro Bowl as well. This is awesome, and we'll take a look at it in just a moment. Again, 7 Pro Bowlers is pretty indicative, obviously, of the quality of roster that the Dallas Cowboys have put together and the quality of season that they have had. Zack Martin is kind of a household name, so that isn't exactly a shock, and we've obviously reached that point with Micah Parsons, CeeDee Lamb. This is CeeDee Lamb's 3rd Pro Bowl appearance, by the way. Remember all the people who doubted, said he wasn't a true wide receiver 1. He is 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards behind only Tyreek Hill. He has had a phenomenal season, but perhaps the best season, the most surprising season to maybe some people who don't pay attention, some people who are a little bit more disconnected, those people who aren't subscribed to the Blogging the Boys YouTube channel, belongs to Dak Prescott. I don't know that there are a lot of people, if people had said at the beginning of the season, maybe at training camp, that Dak Prescott would put together an all-pro season, not all-pro, Pro Bowl, but I mean, Dak might be in consideration for the NFC side of the all-pro conversation, but we will see. That's still a bit away. I think people would have laughed. I think people would have scoffed. I think people would have thought that that was silly. And again, Dak might be a 2nd-team all-pro. We'll see, obviously, when that ultimately comes out. But Dak Prescott has been marvelous, as has CeeDee Lamb. Again, Zack Martin, you really can't say anything new about. He's been amazing from day one since he's been in the NFL, since he's been a Dallas Cowboy. There's only been one time in Zack Martin's illustrious career that he has not been a Pro Bowler, and it was in 2020 when he missed some significant time due to injury, and so that really wasn't his fault. Micah Parsons, though, is kind of the gold standard. I mean, imagine if you could draft a player and he just goes to the Pro Bowl every single year. That basically was Zack Martin, that now is Micah Parsons. And DaRon Bland, I mentioned All-Pro. He's probably going to be a first-team All-Pro cornerback. How could he not be? He is currently leading the NFL in interceptions. We'll see if that ultimately holds through the final week of the regular season. Geno Stone right behind him of the Baltimore Ravens. But DaRon Bland kind of coming out of nowhere, and that's not even really fair to say. That's not totally, accurate, because he had 5 interceptions as a rookie last year, and I think we all thought that there was something special there, but everything that happened this season, all the pick sixes, it was super obvious that he was going to be there, just as it was with Brian Anger, just as it was with Brandon Aubrey. I mean, every single one here made a lot of sense as far as predictability is concerned. The names that aren't there, though, that I think are going to upset some Dallas Cowboys fans, you could argue that Tyler Smith was snubbed. You could certainly make a case he might wind up being an All-Pro himself. You can make a very, very strong argument that 2nd-year guard Tyler Smith for the Dallas Cowboys deserved to be a Pro Bowl player here in 2023/2024. You can make a very strong argument that DeMarcus Lawrence deserves to be a Pro Bowl player. In my humble opinion, that's the biggest snub. I don't know why DeMarcus Lawrence is forever disrespected. Shout out, of course, to John Owning, the president of the DeMarcus Lawrence fan club. People do not want to see, people do not want to acknowledge all of the work that he has done. We've been talking as of late. He was phenomenal in the Miami game. Granted, the Cowboys lost. He was amazing in the Detroit game. He's been amazing all season long, and quite frankly, he deserved to be a Pro Bowl selection for the Dallas Cowboys. If we're stretching a little bit, I think you could maybe make an argument for Stephon Gilmore. I wouldn't go that far myself. Offensively, you could, outside of Tyler Smith, you could maybe make an argument for Tyron Smith, but obviously missing time really hurts his candidacy as far as being a Pro Bowler or an All-Pro, things like that. But once again, a congratulations to the 7 Micah Geller-style Pro Bowl players on the Dallas Cowboys roster: Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, Zack Martin, Micah Parsons, DaRon Bland, Brandon Aubrey, Bryan Anger. By the way, if you want to feel any kind of sense of panic, just know that the Cowboys are going to have to negotiate new contracts in the offseason with 3 of these players. Dak Prescott obviously due a new extension. CeeDee Lamb they got to take care of, and Micah Parsons going to be eligible for an extension for the very first time. So needless to say, it is going to be a very, very, very expensive offseason for the Dallas Cowboys. But if they're reigning Super Bowl champions, nobody will care nonetheless. Congratulations to the 7 Dallas Cowboys Pro Bowl players. Congratulations to those of you who correctly predicted all of the Pro Bowl players. My name is RJ Ochoa. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, or Threads at RJ Ochoa, or on TikTok at rj.ochoa. If you'd like to send me an email, you can do so, rj.ochoa@sbnation.com, or you can leave a comment down below, and I'll do my very best to get to those as well. Make sure to subscribe right here to the Blog of the Boys YouTube channel, and make sure to have yourself the best day ever. You know why? Because you deserve it. Thanks so much for hanging out, everybody. We'll see you next time.